Hi, my name is Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Olympus 3-light bath sconce. So there's a 3-light, there's a 4-light, there's a semi-flush. I'll get into those in a second. They call this a bath sconce, but you can use this anywhere, and you can also use it horizontally over a mirror, or you can use them in the long ways on the sides of a mirror, and that's going to be a vertical application. So let's get into details on it. So let's talk about the size of the fixture itself when it's when it's horizontal. Okay, so it's going to be 8 inches tall, and that's going to be overall height, and then 21.8 inches wide, left to right. And remember, if you flip it over to make it vertical, it's going to be tall. It's going to be 21.8 and 8 inches width. Okay, back plate on it is going to be a 5-inch round diameter. It's going to go over your 4-inch J-box easily. A way to show you more information on this is, let's look at the installations instructions PDF. It's on our page on HandmadeInVermont.com. This side of the page, under those pull-down menus where it says choose your finish, scroll down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. Open that up for me. Those are the papers that are going to be in the box when you get this. Lots of great information. There's a full parts list, shows you how to put the glass on, which is super easy. It's also going to show you schematics and line drawings of the fixture, including the back plate on the other side of the back plate too. Lots of good info there, so you should take advantage of that. Okay, projection from the wall coming out is going to be 9 inches, which is pretty good. 4.2 pounds, so it's not that heavy at all. Opal Glass, which is going to be our white glass, and the size of the glass on this, we've got two different sizes. You got a 5.9 inch diameter round globe, and then after that you've got a 3.9, so you've got two to play with, and they work together beautifully. Let's talk about a couple other things on this. Let's talk about what's inside. So that's going to be super important. It's using a G9 socket, and G9 sockets are the ones that use the little push-in prongs. Okay, so when it says that you're limited to 60 watts, it's because of the heat generated by a halogen bulb. So it doesn't come with bulbs. You can choose whatever you want. You can put in halogens if you want to. It is a dimmable sconce. Just make sure you use the correct dimmer, depending on if you're going to use incandescent, which is a halogen, or if you're going to use LEDs, which are these guys I'll get into in a second. So all that said, you can use your halogens with no problem, and it's 60 watts per light, and you've got 3 of these, don't forget. Okay, after that you can do all the LEDs you want, and your only limitation to LEDs is what can I get in the glass, and almost all of the G9 LEDs are going to be absolutely fine. Here's a whole bunch of different types. Okay, I got these all on Amazon. Just Google G9 LED, or go on Amazon, which I'm not pushing Amazon, but they're a really good source for these. So put in G9 LED, and you're going to get a whole bunch of results, and you can have different types. These orange guys are phosphorus ones. The ones that have the little facets are called cob, like a corn cob, and this one actually has a kind of a frosted cover on it. There's no right or wrong, it's really up to you. You're going to find most of these that are going to be available are going to say they're 40 watt equivalent, and they use very little wattage and they don't make much heat, so it doesn't matter about that part of it. But about the equivalent part, you may elect to do a 60 watt equivalent. You may want to do a 75 watt equivalent. Those are all out there. The one thing that's tricky about LEDs in general is the color temperature, and most of you guys probably by now know about what that's all about. The light coming down in my hand, this is 3000 Kelvin, which I consider warm white, and it's a really nice light to have in a bathroom. Throws a lot of lumens too when you get down to it. You can go bluer, that's the daylight, called 4000 Kelvin, 5000 Kelvin. It's really up to you what you guys do, but I would recommend probably starting off with a 3000 Kelvin bulb, and you're good to go there. Now let's talk about finishes for a second. So on the pull-down menu, you can see you're going to be limited to some finishes that Hubbardton suggests for this fixture. And again, it's a bathroom sconce. It's an everything sconce. This can go anywhere, don't forget. However, there are other things that match up to this nicely. There's another 4-light sconce that'll have the same options for finishes. There's also a really cool Olympus 3-light semi-flush. That is the 1360 that will go up on the ceiling, so you could kind of have a whole story going on with the bathroom. That may be available in different finishes. So You'll notice we have a finishes help guide that you can check out, and that lists all the finishes from Hubbardton Forge. And often, if there's a finish over there that you like that you don't see in that pull-down menu, we can often do that as a custom. It's a little more money, a little more time, non-returnable, but it's something that we do every day. So just drop a quick email and I can go over that information with you. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you're on our website, HandmadeInVermont.com, do me a favor, look over on the left-hand side of the screen. You're going to see a lot of red tabs over there. One is going to be the Finishes Help Guide. When you're done with this video, go over there and open that up for me, and you're going to see a video at the top of that page of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes and how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a color chart just below the video, so scroll down a little bit, you'll see that chart. You'll notice there are pictures that have the letter A on them, pictures that have the letter B on them, and I'm going to be talking about that range you can see in variants on there in that video. So it's really important to watch the video, use that chart. When you're done with all that, come back down to that chart. You can click on any of those pictures and see a lot more samples of Hubbardton Forge fixtures in that finish. If you want to see a bunch of stuff in dark smoke, click on dark smoke. If you want to see a bunch of stuff in vintage platinum, do the same, and so on and so on and so on. That's a great way for you to see a lot of Hubbardton Forge stuff in different finishes and really take advantage of that, okay? So our showroom in Vermont has over 350 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We have a What's On display page on our website. It's going to be back in the red tabs over there. A lot of good things in that section. Check out. So when you open that up, you'll see it's all divided up into different sections like dining pendants and outdoor lighting. We're always adding to that. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. They don't even have a showroom like this. Nobody does. And they use this as their showroom when you guys come to Vermont to visit us. So lots and lots to see here. You can see all the different glass, all the different finishes, all the different fabrics, all of those things. In addition to that, we have a clearance center. So the clearance center stuff are returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. That's an amazing deal for you. If you guys want to take advantage of that, you have to come here to Vermont to see us. And when you do me a favor, measure all the kind of things about your project and what you guys are doing. So the most important thing is measure your ceiling heights to begin with. Measure distances between junction boxes and like windows and ceilings and those kind of things. So if you're looking at sconces on the wall, you can see if they're going to fit for you. If you're doing pendants over a kitchen island, measure the distances between those junction boxes. Widths of tables, kitchen tables, dining tables, lengths of tables, islands, all that good stuff. And also do a couple more things. If you guys have some tablets or iPads lying around, take pictures of all these things. Take pictures of the kitchen, take pictures of the projects you're doing. Bring that in so we can kind of go through those pictures together and we'll be able to see what you guys are up to, okay? And also the boxes and clearance stuff, for clearance stuff, are basically packed for shipping. Don't forget, these were supposedly shipped out. So the boxes tend to be on the bigger side, so bring a decent size SUV if you want to take stuff home. It's a really good opportunity for you. When you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. There's no tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. We're the only dealer that offers 90-day returns and no restocking fees. That's 3 months after you receive something to send it back, and there's no restocking fee on that. Some larger items and custom things, and it's usually going to be big things on pallets, are going to be non-returnable. It'll always tell you on the page for an item if that is the case, so always keep an eye out for that. And we also offer a rush program. So to get all these different metal finishes, Hubbardton Forge doesn't stock. They generally take about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. We can cut that time in half, and it's really, really inexpensive. If you want to know more about that, just drop me a quick email and I can clue you in on details, okay? So our showroom in Vermont is open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to drop a quick email, you can do that all the time. And that's going to be at sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. Or you can call me during business hours, 802-446-2400. So thank you for stopping in today, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.